Hello there Year 2, it's Miss Hutt here and I'm actually going to do a maths activity today. Now you will hopefully have watched the BBC Bite Size for your actual lesson, but here I've taken one of your problems of the day because I thought it'd be quite a good one to go through with you. So it's problem number 2 on your activity today and it reads, eggs are sold in boxes of 6 and boxes of 10. Mr. Taylor buys these boxes, so have a look how many boxes of 6 he's got and how many boxes of 10. We've then got a new bit of information because it says he shares the eggs into 2 bowls. How many eggs are there in each bowl? Now that is a lot of information we need to work with, but don't worry because I'm going to help you think about actually breaking this down into bite-sized chunks. So I'm actually going to ignore this bit of information first because the first bit of information is this first bit here, because we've got to do something with these eggs because it says he buys these boxes, but we don't know actually how many eggs he's got, what the whole is. So I'm going to just swap this out and I have my boxes of eggs. We've got the one box of 6, 2 boxes of 6 and a box of 10. And I've laid it out as an array just to help make sure that I definitely know these are boxes of 6 and these are boxes of 10 because it's 5 by 2. So the first bit of information is I'm actually going to turn this into a bar. So just ignore these. These are my little bowls for later on. I'm going to turn it into a bar. So we've got... So if you think about each of these are parts to our whole. Now I just try and make sure my 2 boxes of 6 are the same size because they are equal. So I've got one box of 6. I'm actually going to write 6 in here. I've got another box of 6 and I'm going to write 6 in here. How many was this box of? It was a box of 10. So I've actually got 3 parts to work with, and what am I finding out today? What's that first bit of information I'm looking for? It's the whole. Now, I could go about this in a couple of ways. I could start off with the biggest number first, make it easier on ourselves, and look at the number 10. And then I could then break 6 down. I could add 6 and then add another 6. So 10 add 6 is 16, of course. Now here's the tricky bit, because I've now got to add another 6 to 16. Well, I could bridge to the next 10, so I could split this into a 6 and into a 4 and a 2. So I could add 6 and 4, which is 20, and add the 2, which is 22. Or I could use my knowledge of doubles and know that 6 and 6 is 12, and then 10 add 12 is 22. But either way, we find that my whole is 22. So now we know this bit of information, I now can look at the next bit on my puzzle. Because it says he shares the eggs into 2 bowls. How many eggs are in each bowl? Well, this is telling us now. We've done an adding calculation, but what does that word tell us that we've got to do now? We've got to share it, which is this sign. And in between 2 bowls, it's our sharing sign or our division. So here is why I've got my eggs, because I'm now going to push them together because that's my whole. And I now need to share them between 2. You might also notice a pattern with how I've laid out my array, because if I do this, oh, it worked better with my practice, there we go. That also might help me to see how many's in each part. So you could actually work out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is going to go in each part. Also, you might just want to share it out. Sometimes it's nice just to be doubly sure. So I'm going to share them out equally, very systematically, into each part. And I'm taking them a pair at a time to make sure that it's equal. Almost there. And then what have I got to do? Now I've done the hard work. What's there left? I have to count up one of the parts. So I'm going to count. I'm actually going to move it as I count to make sure I've definitely counted it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 11 again. So even though we had our array earlier on, I've double checked it and shared it out and it makes 11. And actually, if you know your 2 times table, you will also know that double 11 is 22. So the answer here, Year 2, how many eggs are there in each bowl? Well, the answer is 11. So we've actually solved a two-step problem here. We've done an adding up here, and we created our bar model. And we've then done a division, and then had to share the eggs out into 2 equal parts. There you go, Year 2. A nice way to solve this calculation. If any of you have a go at solving this, if you've used equipment or you've drawn your bars, please send it in. I'd love to see your maths, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye-bye.